thank you so much for coming upstairs with me to continue our conversation. Yeah, I was just starting to get really overwhelmed because there were more and more people coming in, and it was becoming way too hard to hear you. Yeah, so I hope it's okay that we're up here. I don't think anybody will mind. We're not here to, ruin anything. just chatting. Yeah. Oh yeah, you were telling me about your hobbies. And I couldn't even hear what you said. Do you mind repeating what you had said is your favorite hobby? Oh, okay, I swear I heard something completely different when we were downstairs. That's so funny. Yeah. I have so many hobbies, it's crazy. I should really focus and pick, 3 and narrow it down. But I have a really hard time giving up on things that are interesting to me. So I end up, working on certain things here and there, very occasionally, sewing. I love sewing. And I've sewn, I've made clothes and stuff a few times for a long time. But usually, a year will pass before I sew something after finishing a project. Because I just don't prioritize, sewing or painting or drawing, really. I try to stay focused on things that will help me with my career first. And then I figured that when I'm older, I will take more time for the hobbies that I didn't get around to now as I move on from my main things that I do. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel even though I don't really know anything about what you do, I think it would be really fun if you were to show me, and maybe we can even work on our hobbies at the same time together, even if we're doing different things. Yeah. Yeah, I really like to try new things. That's sort of why I pick up so many different hobbies, is that I end up gaining interest in so many different things. Yeah. I feel sort of bad that I'm not downstairs trying to socialize more right now because I just moved here, and the whole reason I am coming out is so that I can socialize and meet friends. But I actually think it's better to have one friend that you really bond with than to have a whole party worth of people. So, okay, I shouldn't feel bad about being up here because I'm with you and I'm not sitting by myself, which I have done before. Usually if there's a cat or a dog, I will just hang out with a cat or a dog. Yeah, unless if somebody approaches me and talks to me, then I'll talk to them. Do you consider yourself an introvert or extrovert or ambivert? Is ambivert what they call both? I forget. Ambivert? Am I saying that right? you think that it's more compatible to spend time with people who are the same, similar to you, or very different? Like for me, I end up spending a lot more time with extroverted people because they're the ones who are likely to approach me first and start a friendship. So, as introverted, it's really hard to approach people. And so, even though we might have everything in common, it's like, okay, who's gonna say hi first? And how do we do that? And then what? Yeah, socializing is really hard, I think. It definitely, does not come naturally to me, personally. Yeah, but I'm definitely rambling a lot. Sorry. I also, I'm either really quiet or I ramble a lot out of nervousness. My nail got stuck in my hair. Sorry. Oh. How long have you lived here? Oh, cool. Do you have any, favorite spots that you regularly go to? Yeah. I don't have any favorite spots yet, since everything is so new. And I haven't been in one place very long. So I think you should show me your favorite spots. And then maybe they will become my favorite spots as well. Yeah. Yeah. I really like finding spots that are in nature or really, really cozy places. So like coffee shop, library, gallery, like museum, or like I really like being inside of places with very high ceilings, so that if you walk, it echoes, and you can hear the sound of people whispering and talking quietly, echoing around. It's just like very comforting and a really magical experience for me. So I like places like that. So usually that experience is like in a museum type of place, yeah. I don't have a chance to go as frequently as I would like to, but after I settle in from moving, I do absolutely plan to go to museums a lot because there are so many locally as well as really easy to travel to. I often see people hanging out by different canals, but sometimes I will sit around when I'm running errands and stuff and just like admire the beauty, look at some boats or something, and that's really fun for me. Do you have like a favorite canal area? Is there like a secret spot that I should know about? Or is that why it's a secret so that not too many people show up? Or maybe sometimes we can go searching for the best canal spot. I imagine it will require a really good tree. Yeah. Do you have any pets? Because, I currently am having a really hard time not having any animals around me all the time. So, every time I see a cat in the street, I get really excited. And I, get its attention and try to make it love me for, like, 20 seconds, and cats really like me because I speak their language and I know how to make them want to approach me. Yeah, it's kind of a special skill of mine because I am part cat. No, I'm serious. I'm just waiting for the technology to enhance my features so that I can have cat ears and a tail. Oh, by the way, would you mind giving me your phone number? Yeah. Oh yeah, and how do you spell your name? Because, I don't want to spell it wrong. Thank you. And then what was the number? Cool. Saved. I will send you a text message right now. There it is. Hello, it is Ruby. Send. Excellent. Yeah, I will keep in touch with you because I just think you're really cool and I think we're compatible and I would like to do some hobbies together. Yeah, so one of my latest career hobbies, because I told you earlier about my YouTube channel. So I normally have been doing mostly ASMR videos as well as sharing some of my music on there. But actually since the beginning of my YouTube channel, I have really wanted to make vlogs. Like before I made my ASMR channel, I made a vlog because I really wanted to be a YouTube vlogger for such a long time. And so the first video that I made, it was honestly really terrible, but what I did was I was showing all this food that I bought from the grocery store, and I was slowly and carefully touching the packaging and being like, this is the lettuce that I bought. And a couple of my friends watched it and they're like, do you realize you're just making ASMR? And you'd probably be really good at ASMR. I think you have the right voice for it. And so I was like, okay, so I don't have the extroverted, bubbly personality of a vlogger, but I do talk really quiet and enjoy I don't know, doing ASMR, and I was already really into audio and stuff, so anyway, all that said, I went from trying to vlog to giving up on that immediately and going into ASMR. And then now I am introducing vlogs to my ASMR channel. So I'm combining ASMR, they're still really cozy and soft and relaxing, but it has more of a story, basically. Yeah. So I'm able to do this thing that I've always wanted to do in a format that is more compatible with myself. after finding a whole bunch of cozy vloggers. Yeah, cozy vlogging is quite popular in Korea, and I started finding a bunch of these like lifestyle home cozy vloggers from Korea that really inspired me to go ahead and start vlogging, because I feel like it still fits into the category of my channel. So yeah, that's what I've been introducing recently since moving. And honestly, it's so hard because I don't have a routine or a formula for it, because I'm new to it. So I imagined when I started that I was going to make like the best quality vlog that I possibly could, like right from the start, because I've been working with cameras for such a long time and audio. But capturing things while doing things is really hard. Like, I didn't realize it was so hard. So I'm definitely like nowhere near the quality that I imagine my videos to be like in the future. I also don't have the right microphone for it, because I would like to be capturing really crisp, clean, like ASMR audio. For example, like if I'm showing what I'm cooking for lunch, I would like to have the really good cooking sounds in the vlog, so it's like ASMR cozy vlog. But it's been really hard for me to multitask, so I've basically been able to handle getting camera and actions without really getting much audio. But I'll get there, I swear. Yeah. Yeah, also I'm sorry, is this boring? I can like geek out about YouTube video making for a really long time. So just let me know if I am rambling for too long about it. But I was just gonna talk about editing. It's so much harder to edit a vlog for me because it's a new format that I'm like developing. And so normally I will like for an ASMR video, I have like one location and it's just like one strip of footage. So I just have to like perfect that small, like we are in one space here. Whereas when it comes to editing the vlog, I have like 40 different clips and then like piecing them together to tell a story that's beautiful and interesting is quite challenging. But I really enjoy challenging myself like that. It's really fun. And I think that as time goes on, I will get better at doing it. Yeah. Oh, really? That sounds like a really interesting event. I would really like to go. When is it? Oh, it's next month. So next month I'm actually going to be in London for about like 6 weeks for working on a music project. So is this an event that will happen again, like recurring, or is this like a one-time event? Because I can potentially come back. Maybe, probably not. Probably not. Okay, it's annual. So, next year? Yeah. We are making plans an entire year in advance. Look at us. That's true friendship right there. Hopefully we'll both remember. uh, what are some of your favorite foods? Oh, that's one of my favorites as well. Do you like to cook, or do you usually order it at a restaurant? See, as much as I love going to restaurants, I've been so broke from moving, so I have been cooking everything by myself. So it's making me a much better cook. Yeah. Oh yeah, I cooked ramen like 7 or 8 times in the last month. And every single time I make it, I figure out something else that I could do to make it better. So I feel like I've gotten pretty good at making specifically only ramen this month. But I'm also pretty good at making salad dressing, which is kind of random, but it makes it so that I eat enough vegetables and they taste really good. So, yeah. Speaking of food, I'm actually getting pretty hungry. What about you? I'm also thirsty as well. I don't think I drink enough water, and I didn't bring any water up here. Okay, let's go back downstairs to the party, and then we can come back up here if it gets too loud again.